Hello, all you cool cats and kittens. Welcome back to Late Night with Uncle Fran. You may notice that Patricia is missing this week. I have no earthly idea why. Bert told me he has quite a tale for us later on. But for now, we're going to read some letters from you beautiful viewers out there and see if we can give you some really good advice. Here's dear Uncle Fran. Alrighty. First letter tonight comes from Wanda, age 74, from the great state of Arizona. She writes, Dear Uncle Fran, I live in a bit of a dicey neighborhood, and the hood rat children who live around me keep coming over to my house and vandalizing my property. They write heinous things on my walls like old slut and bag of bones. I really don't like it. How can I get these children to stay away from me? I'm but a frail old woman, and I have no man in my life to keep me safe. What can I do? Signed, Wanda. Well, hello, little Wanda. I share your disdain for the youth. However, it is our duty as older people to inform them of the ways of the world and try and impart some wisdom on them. I see a clear way for you to do this with your predicament. What you need to do, Wanda, is get yourself into a dark outfit, put on a ski mask, or as the kids call it, a shiesty. Go out to the children one night when they're off guard, spray painting away some heinous slur towards your direction. Look for the weakest one. He'll be the shortest or the fattest. You take a cane, smack the boy over the back of the head, knock him out cold. The others will be so thrown off they'll run away, not knowing what to do. Drag the child into your home and tie him up to a chair. Threaten him. Tell him to call his buddies and that you have something you'd like to share. Wanda, what you choose to do from here is up to you, but I have a couple suggestions. What you could do is put the boy on display for his friends, kneecap him right in front of them. Show them that you're not an old bitch to be trifled with. You still have some spirit in you, and you're a firecracker who could go off at any moment. Once the boy's had his fill, untie him and throw him to his friends and say, Keep your punk asses away from here, or I'll just have to do that once more to each of you. I hope this helps, Wanda. Take care, and God bless. Okay, well, next we have Colson, age 20, from the great state of Florida. He writes, Dear Uncle Fran, I am a huge fan of your show, and I really enjoy when you give relationship advice. I'm hoping you can do that for me today. You see, I, a white boy, no shit, Colson, am dating an African American girl. I have no problem with this, nor does she, and nor does my family. However, her family does not like me. They call me white chocolate and make jokes about my peeling skin in the harmful rays of the Florida sun. They always throw sunscreen at me and call me racial slurs like cracker, honky, Mick, and others. How can I break this color barrier with her family? I really love this girl and want to make a good impression. What can I do? Signed, Colson. Well, hello, little white Colson. Or should I call you Coleslaw? This is quite a sensitive subject, and I want to be very careful with how I guide you here, so let me break it down for you. What I suggest you do is go to this girl's family and try and make peace with them and explain you're here purely out of love for their daughter, no other reason. What I've been recommended by some of my friends is to throw some lingo in to show that you're cool with the African American community. When you see her father, don't shake his hand. Dap that brother up. Say, hello, sir, it's great to meet you. Boom, boom. Go into the kitchen and stick a spoon in whatever may be lying around, perhaps a little bowl of potato salad over here. Take a taste and say, who seasoned this bitch? It's more vanilla than my mama. For more phrases like these, what I suggest you do is go onto Google or YouTube and just do some research like I did right before this episode. Peace out, Colson. Good luck, brother. All right, time for our final letter of the evening. This one comes from Becky, age 24, in Kentucky. Dear Uncle Fran, I find myself in a precarious situation now that I am pregnant and that the father of the child has abandoned me. I have 6 months to go on this beautiful journey, but I am feeling quite nervous about keeping the boy. I'm wondering if that's the right choice or if I should just abort him now or maybe even put him up for adoption when the time comes. I feel so lost during this time. What should I do, Uncle Fran? Signed, Becky. Well, hello, little Becky. I appreciate you being so vulnerable on our show. This is a tough thing for you to be going through, and I really feel for you. However, you should not view this as a negative thing. A child is a beautiful gift, a miracle of life. Becky, just have some patience. In 10 years' time, you can put the boy to work, and he'll start generating income for you like nothing. You have the privilege of being able to impart wisdom onto a ever forming mind, and you can trick the boy and tell him what you do is you work at the age of 10 and you generate income for your mother, and that's the way the world works. The boy will be yours. He will be your cash cow for the rest of his life. Brainwash the boy, Becky. Is 10 years worth having your own personal servant? I'd say so. Good luck, Becky. Enjoy your pregnancy and God bless. All right, well, now it's time to check in with my good friend Bert. All right, let's see what Bert's up to. How are you, Bert? What the hell is that?
Patricia suffered a great injury.
In Patricia's Okay, Bert. What happened to sweet Patricia?
Well, it was the other day, him and I were outside and looking at his fellow friends. He's lost the ability to fly, but we like to watch his friends.
That does happen to birds with death.
Yeah, so we were sitting there, and all of a sudden, I just hear and I look over, and Patricia was lying like this instead of the usual. Fran, there was blood everywhere. I don't even know.
How? Okay.
So, come to find out, Patricia was stung by a bee.
Bert, there's a lot of things wrong with that story. Why would a bee sting draw blood from a dead bird?
This was a powerful bee. This was a mighty bee. Usually, bees die after stings, but this one lived.
Hmm.
It was the mightiest bee I've ever seen, and I was mortified. My sweet Patricia could get stung by such an annoying little insect. So I decided to take revenge on the bee and every everything that bee loves.
Okay. A little scared, Bert.
Well, so I took a water bottle, just the regular water bottles, yeah, and I took peanut butter on the inside.
Wait, to attract the bee?
Yes, yeah.
Don't you mean honey, Bert?
No, that's what they tell you. The media tells you honey, and they like honey, but they love peanut butter.
Okay. It's actually something useful for our audience to learn today. That's cool.
I took peanut butter and put it in the bottle. Sure as a dog's turd, the bees started coming in, and as they're coming in, it was probably 10, 15, maybe. I captured them. I screwed the cap on the water bottle and I took it inside to my home. I said, "Look at you. You want to sting my sweet Patricia?" And I held Patricia right to the water bottle and I showed him, "This is what you did to my sweet Patricia." So I started shaking the water bottle and then I would hold it back so they knew. So shake, hold, shake, hold. And so they're all confused and dazed and stuff like that. Yeah. So then I poked a little hole in the top of the water bottle and I started filling it with water. The water started rising in the water bottle. And so it's getting to the top and getting to the top. And then by this time, there was only one survivor. And guess who that survivor was?
Was it that mighty bee?
It was the mighty bee. All of his family. He was looking down. Family's dead. So I give him credit. I give the bee credit. Yeah. So I went outside. I said, "Okay, bee, you had your fun on Patricia. I had my fun on you." Wanted to reward the bee because that is a survivor bee. I went outside and I opened the cap of the water bottle and I threw the water bottle. So I was like, you know what? Go free. Go free. That persistent bastard. He started coming back after me. He was actually quicker than I thought. So because once I threw it, to be honest with you, I got nervous. So once I threw it, I started shuffling. And by the time I got to the door, he was right behind me. I heard his little. He went to sting me, and sweet Patricia comes to the rescue yet again and jumps in front of me
Jumps.
and gets stung again. What a warrior. So now I went to the vet because Patricia had 2 bumps on the top of her head. So I took her to the vet and they weren't treating her.
That makes sense, Bert. Patricia is dead.
What kind of service is that?
Not treating dead animals?
Patricia is alive and well. Well, not well, because she got stung twice by the mighty bee. So I created this.
You did that to sweet Patricia.
Yeah, it's her cast while she recovers from her.
Well, I don't believe it's hurting Patricia, that's for sure.
Well, there's the rubber band here. I was a little nervous it might cut off her circulation.
Her circulation's been gone for quite some time, Bert.
Do you like it?
It is honestly impressive for someone of your intellectual level. You seem to take good care of her, Bert. I admire that about you.
This is my life. I would die for this bird.
That bird has already died for you.
That was so sweet.
No, it was not. All right, well, that's going to do it this week for Bert. Hopefully, Patricia will be alive and, well, not alive, but hopefully she'll be right back here on the clock next time. Isn't that right, Bert?